Imagine a glowing smartphone on speaker, suddenly thrust into your face. On the line is an in-law asking a direct, incredibly inconvenient question. The person holding the phone, the person who is supposed to protect your boundaries, stands there, waiting for you to answer. This surge of panic is the result of a spouse choosing familial harmony over a partner's stated needs. To understand why this specific request was so destructive, we have to look at the baseline reality for a 31-year-old mother of two. Right now, she is navigating the grueling, high-stakes final stretch of law school exam prep. Her home is in physical chaos, a morning dentist appointment awaits, she's hit her cognitive bandwidth limit, unable to process one additional task. Layered on top of this is her husband's extended family, visiting from Dubai. For the past 3 weekends, the couple has already packed up their kids and driven out to the countryside to spend time with them. Look at this timeline. At 10 p.m., a morning sleepover is announced. Fitting in both house cleaning and mandatory exam studying becomes mathematically impossible. But if she pushes the arrival to Sunday lunch, the scheduling conflict disappears. Time to clean, study, and no sleepover. With a reasonable solution established, the expectation is clear. Her husband will relay this plan to his family and defend the household boundary. But the husband refuses to deliver a direct no to his visiting relatives. Instead, he relies on a tactic some call weaponized ambiguity. He gives them weak hints, saying, "You can sleep here, but it's messy." Notice what that specific phrasing accomplishes. It takes the focus off his own failure to manage a schedule and pins the blame entirely on the state of the house, making his wife's failure to clean the sole obstacle to their visit. This evasion allows him to maintain his flawless, nice guy persona with his family, while leaving his partner completely isolated in the conflict. The situation escalates quickly. The husband gets on a call with his sister and intentionally puts the conversation on loudspeaker. The high-pressure moment arrives. Through the speaker, his sister explicitly asks for permission to crash at their house. Rather than answering, the husband physically pushes the device into his wife's hands, trapping her in a live, unavoidable confrontation with zero warning. Unable to play the villain to her in-laws' faces, she experiences a classic freeze response. Her panic overrides her logic, causing her to blurt out an agreement to the sleepover. The husband successfully outsourced his own social discomfort, placing his wife between himself and the social pressure he refused to face. The second that call disconnects, the atmosphere in the room fractures. She turns to him and identifies the cowardice of his actions, calling it out directly to his face. This diagram illustrates her strict 3-part ultimatum. He must retract the agreement, cancel the sleepover entirely, and personally absorb the familial fallout. This forces the husband to dismantle his protected persona, shifting the conflict's emotional weight squarely back onto his own shoulders. She has drawn a definitive line, refusing to be the one to pay the price for his inability to tell his family no. But there is one final complicating variable. His family is flying back to Dubai imminently. This traps the wife in an emotional double bind. She is forced to choose between the guilt of causing a family rift and the furious resentment of being betrayed by her spouse. On one side, there are the unrepeatable stakes of a rare family visit. On the other, the immediate threat of a mother and student having a complete breakdown under the pressure. So we have to ask, is the husband's cowardly manipulation an unforgivable offense? Or is the wife's ultimatum an extreme overreaction to a temporary scheduling inconvenience? Tell us your verdict. Is protecting extended family ties ever worth sacrificing the fundamental boundaries of your partner?